In 2024, NASA promised the world answers. Their long-awaited UAP report landed with the weight of finality. 95% of global sightings dismissed. Strange lights in the desert sky, silent black triangles floating above cities, glowing orbs dancing across oceans, written off as weather balloons, drones, or the human imagination bending shadows into stories. The official line was clear: case closed. Humanity, we were told, could rest easy again. But 2025 tells a different story. This year, the skies are screaming. From Jakarta to Johannesburg, objects tear through our atmosphere, rewriting physics as if the rules do not apply to them. Military radars confirm them. Civilians film them. And whistleblowers, haunted anonymous, warn us. At the same time, a cosmic anomaly, a massive object, is barreling toward Earth. Officials call it an asteroid. Leaks call it something else entirely. Coincidence or cover-up? This is the Silent UFO Wave. The 2025 sightings March 2025. Jakarta, Indonesia. Just past midnight, air traffic controllers inside Halim Perdanakusuma Airport stare at their radar screens in disbelief. Multiple returns suddenly appear above the city. Sharp, perfect triangles. Solid. Real. They're not blips, not noise. Military jets are scrambled. Pilots push their engines, but they never come close because the objects accelerate vertically, straight up, at nearly 15,000 miles per hour. Faster than any hypersonic weapon, faster than any rocket humanity has ever built. And yet, no sonic booms, no exhaust trails, no heat signatures, just silence. Within seconds, they vanish into the night sky. When pressed by reporters, Indonesia's defense minister makes a quiet, almost dismissive statement: no military exercises were reported. And then silence. No follow-up, no explanation. 3 months later, June 2025, Mexico City, a swarm of glowing orbs appears above the sprawling cityscape. Hundreds of witnesses, ordinary families, off-duty police officers, a live television crew, watch in awe as the orbs hold steady in the air. They do not drift like balloons caught in the wind. They do not flicker like drones battling interference. They move as one, a perfect, synchronized swarm, changing formation instantly, as though connected by some invisible signal. The Mexican government releases a statement within hours. They blame unusual atmospheric conditions. But no atmosphere explains a swarm shifting from a spiral into a flawless hexagon in under a second. MIT physicist Dr. Eris Thorne doesn't buy it. He publishes a paper analyzing footage from multiple angles, showing that the orb's velocity shifts require physics-breaking maneuvers. Instantaneous acceleration without inertia, as though the very laws of aerodynamics do not apply. 2 days later, his paper vanishes, retracted, not just criticized or challenged, erased from databases. His research disappears, leaving only cached fragments scattered across amateur forums. And so a question lingers: who ordered it silenced? And Jakarta and Mexico City are only 2 of 7 major hotspots recorded in 2025. South Africa reports an object descending into the Drakensberg Mountains, pulsing with strange blue light before shooting skyward. In rural Canada, hunters film a triangular craft gliding silently just above the treetops before it dissolves into nothing. Brazil, Japan, even remote areas of the Arctic all contribute to the puzzle. Civilian scientists and amateur astronomers, frustrated by silence from officials, begin compiling their own open databases. Patterns emerge. The sightings are not random. They cluster along a corridor, a path, a trajectory. And that trajectory aligns with something far larger and far stranger than lights in the sky. The cover-up. So why the silence? Why the dismissals? Why, when footage spreads and evidence piles high, do officials retreat into cliches about drones and weather? According to a man known only as JS, a supposed former CIA operative, the answer is chilling. In leaked testimony, his words are stark. They're not hiding UFOs. They're hiding panic about what comes next. What could possibly trigger such panic? In April 2025, astronomers announced the discovery of a new near-Earth object, a dense mass entering our solar system. NASA named it Asteroid K7V. Public press releases described it as unremarkable, a rocky body, roughly spherical, on a trajectory that would pass Earth without incident. But leaked documents tell another story. Aero News, an independent investigative outlet, acquired internal memos from observatories and aerospace contractors. The language in those memos shifts dramatically from the public narrative. The object is described as anomalous, One memo even uses the phrase non-terrestrial signature. Why the doublespeak? Why the carefully sanitized press release? While privately scientists use words like impossible and engineered, and then the data grows darker. Analysts map reported UFO activity worldwide since April. A pattern leaps out. Sightings haven't just increased, they've surged, spiking by nearly 300%. And not randomly, they cluster along the predicted path of K7V. Coincidence or coordination? Are the objects scouts preparing the way? Escorts shadowing their true cargo? Or is the mass itself the destination? The November mass. Now, 3 facts about this so-called asteroid, this November mass, cannot be denied. First, its closest approach to Earth will occur on November 11, 2025. Closer than the Moon. Official models insist it will not collide. But off-record whispers from researchers suggest unease. Its orbit is unstable, inconsistent, as though something is actively altering its course. Second, spectral analysis returns impossible results. Instead of the silicate signatures of rock and ice, sensors detect alloys, metallic compounds not found in any natural asteroid. Even stranger, traces of organic compounds flicker in the data. Are they contamination, leftovers of interstellar dust, or something more unsettling, life or the remnants of construction? Third, military interest has escalated with unusual speed. The Pentagon has quietly ordered 3 advanced reconnaissance satellites to alter their trajectories, burning through precious fuel reserves just to shadow K7V. Internal orders stamp these missions as eyes only. Why devote so many resources to something ordinary? And yet even these facts pale compared to one voice. Dr. Elena Voss, a respected astrophysicist working under contract with a European observatory. She agreed to one interview. Her face blurred, her voice distorted. Her words were clinical, measured, but devastating. The mass is decelerating against solar gravity. Asteroids do not break. Let that sink in. A natural object does not decelerate. Gravity accelerates. Only something under guidance, under control, could resist that pull. Her conclusion was left unspoken, but the implication thundered in silence. This is not a rock. This is not an asteroid. Something is piloting it. Something is choosing its path. So what does all of this mean? A sudden global surge in UFO sightings. Governments brushing them aside while retracting scientific papers and rerouting satellites. A massive body approaching Earth, not colliding, but maneuvering, decelerating, revealing alloys and compounds no asteroid should contain. These are not random dots. They form a pattern. And as November approaches, the silence of those in power grows louder than the evidence itself. Officials who once dismissed every strange light as a trick of the eye now refuse to answer at all. Scientists who publish inconvenient findings find their work erased. Reporters asking the wrong questions are quietly redirected to human interest stories. Is this incompetence or is it deliberate ignorance? An attempt to shield humanity from a truth we are not prepared to face? One thing is certain, humanity is standing at the edge of revelation or reckoning. The skies above us are not empty. The November mass is not silent, and soon neither can we be. When it arrives on November 11th, 2025, we will be watching, and so should you. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Mystery Central so you never miss a notification when we drop a new mystery. Stay curious, stay mysterious.